All right, look, we have to talk at least about a minute about football with you.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to.
No,
I know you. That's the 9 to 5, and you don't feel like coming on here and talking about that. But here we are. What an interesting year. It really is. I mean, holy moly. I mean, no one was right with any predictions except for maybe Barth because he just thinks they're going to win every game every year. So you're going to hit once in a while. But, I mean, it looks like Kansas City's not making the playoffs. Would you bet on that?
I wouldn't bet on that. Yep.
12% chance according to the next gen stats.
Yep.
Okay, because Buffalo, the Chargers, or Houston would have to fall apart for that to happen.
Yep. And I don't see that happening.
Right. And so that means Indianapolis is a non-factor. If you don't know, Daniel Jones tore his Achilles, so he's gone. He was playing with a broken leg anyway. And a lot of you, I guess, saw the Ravens finally last week and saw how completely uninterested in football they are. I've been telling you that just because as a matter of I've just seen them play. That's a good way of putting it, correct? They're disinterested with the game of football, at least offensively. You saw Kansas City lose and Miami and Cincinnati are jokes. So anyway, did anything that happened in the Steelers suck too? Who are you afraid of in the AFC? Like, who would you not want to play now that we're this close to the playoffs getting underway?
Well, so I think Buffalo is not that I'd be afraid if I'm the Patriots of anyone, but I think Buffalo is still going to be heard from. Like, that's what's exciting about this week. Patriots have a chance to win the AFC East. Buffalo's won it the last 5 years. Josh Allen playing, over the moon here, reigning MVP. So I think Buffalo is still a factor, Fred. And last night, I have to say I was a little surprised that Houston was able to go in there and do what they did. And I know Kansas City's down, but give Houston some credit. So those were the first two that came to my mind. And not to look ahead, I do think that Baltimore game, and I agree with everything you said, I still think that's going to be a tough game in 2 weeks for the Patriots. And I want to see if that still gets flexed to prime time, which is on my radar over the next couple of days because I think the league will make a decision on that.
All right, well, the Ravens got to beat the Bengals in Cincinnati, and we'll see if that happens.
Yeah, Cincinnati no longer has anything to play for after losing yesterday.
Yeah, but Burrow's still playing, and he seems invested. All right, so are they going to flex the game next week? That they would flex that, you think, into the 4 o'clock?
So there's a couple different possibilities. They could flex it into prime time. So the game that night is
Minnesota-Dallas.
That's actually this week. I think the game next week, Fred.
Yeah.
Bengals Dolphins, which
is
they
stinks.
They could keep it. I mean, but compared to Baltimore, New England, they have Lions Steelers at 4:25, and then there's also Jaguars Broncos at 4:05 on Fox. And so I'm just thinking to myself, they're probably going to want to figure out a way to juggle something around. I don't know how the permutations would work, but it's on my list of things to just keep an eye on this week.
Wouldn't they look? If you ask me, I think that of the 1 o'clock games, that New England's got the best game. But if Dallas wins this week, do you think Chargers at Dallas would be more likely to be flexed because it's Dallas, or no?
And I thought about that. So I go down this rabbit hole, Fred, and then I always regret it because there's things I miss. Dallas is playing the Sunday night game this week. And I'm like, would they do it? Would they flex them in again? I'm like, probably not, but it's Dallas. And then you got to look at how many times they've been in prime time. Have they reached their limit? It gets confusing.
All right. Well, listen. Maybe they will flex it. It's certainly the best 1 o'clock game. There's no question about it. And I'd like the Patriots very big in that game. I don't know if John Harbaugh's going to keep his job there. All right. I don't know. He doesn't seem to have that team going at all.
They wouldn't play hard at all.
They weren't.
Night.
Well, dude, they didn't beat the Jets very handily. Hall had to fumble on like the 2.
It was really shocking to see Lamar Jackson look ordinary. You have focused on him. You've been on this train for about a month. I had a chance to watch him yesterday, and Mike, I don't know if you did. He just doesn't look the same.
No. All right, we got a break. All right, Mike Reiss, thank you so much, sir.
Fred, before you break, really quick, Patriots-wise, back on the field today. They're going to practice inside. Mike Reiss says going to be positive, focus on the things they've done well, but also look at a few things that could hold them back, like the red zone offense. I just wanted to get that out there.
All right, very good. And look forward to talking to you more as the biggest game of the season is on the horizon this Sunday. And that's a 1:00 game. We'll see with this Sunday at 1 where the chips fall. Thank you, Mike.
For all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.